Hello students, welcome to Ganesh Coaching and Commerce classes. Earlier we have started chapter number 2 in which we have completed till question number 4 of practice set 2.2. Today we are going to start here question number 5. So let's start. Here in figure ray AE is parallel to ray BD. Okay, in this figure ray AE is parallel to ray BD we have given, and after that ray AF is bisector of angle EAB. Where is angle EAB? Here, EAB. And here ray AF is bisector of EAB. Bisector means what here? Bisector means ray AF divides angle EAB into two equal parts. Okay, means that EAF and FAB. These are the two equal parts. Okay, who divides this angle into two equal parts? That is ray AF. And after that ray BC is bisector of angle ABD. So here ABD and ray BC is a bisector of that angle, means that ray BC divides this angle into two equal parts. Okay, first one is ABC and second one is CBD. Okay, and after that we have to prove that here line AF is parallel to line BC. In question we have given AE is parallel to BD and we have to prove AF is parallel to BC. Okay, so first of all we have to write which data we have given in the question. Okay, so here we have given AF, ray AF is a bisector of EAB. Bisector means it divides the angle into two equal parts, that is EAF and FAB. So here we can write angle EAF is equal to, because it is bisecting, EAF is equal to FAB. And what are the values of these two angles? That is x degree. Okay, so what reason we can write here? Because ray AF bisects to which it bisecting angle EAB. Okay, so angle EAB. So in second we have given again a bisector, that is BC, of angle ABD. So here we can write ABC is equal to CBD is equal to y. Okay, so in second angle ABC is equal to angle ABC is equal to angle CBD is equal to how much it is? Y degree. What reason? Same reason. Ray, here which ray dividing this angle ABD? Ray BC. Okay, so ray BC bisects angle ABD. Okay, so here we have given bisects. So what is the difference between bisects and divides? When there in the question, when terms comes ray BC divides angle ABD, and when terms comes that ray BC bisects angle ABD. So what is the difference between divides and bisects? You have to understand that if any angle is divided, so it can be any of the measure, 30, 60, if it is suppose the angle is 90 degree, so if we are dividing, so we can make two angles of different measure, suppose 30, 60, 90, and 40 and 50, 90, and 20, 70, 90. When their terms comes bisect, so we have to understand bisects means equal part, two equal parts. If angle 90 is divided into two equal parts, so what will be the value of the each part? That is 45 degree. So bisects means divided into equal parts. Okay, so here we got, and we have given here AE is parallel to BD. So here we have to write ray AE is parallel to ray BD. Okay, and which line acting as transversal here? AB. So line AB is a transversal. Okay, so here we are getting here one shape. Okay, can you predict which shape we are getting here? That is Z. Okay, when we are tracing it, okay, so here we are getting Z shape. Z shape means we have discussed that is alternate angle. Okay, so which angles are inscribed in that Z shape? That is angle EAB and angle ABD. So angle EAB is equal to angle ABD. Okay, so here we can write angle EAB is equal to angle ABD. Okay, by which property we can write here? By alternate angle theorem. Okay, so alternate angles theorem. Okay, so here EAB is equal to ABD by which theorem? Alternate angle theorem, because these two angles are inscribed in Z shape. Okay, and that Z shape is formed by two parallel lines and one transversal. So here we can write, and when we are looking into the figure, EAB is divided into two equal parts, that is EAF and FAB. Okay, so we can write EAB into angle EAB can be written as EAF and plus FAB. Okay, so angle EAB is equal to angle EAF plus angle FAB. Okay, is equal to, and angle ABD can be written as ABC plus CBD. Angle ABC plus angle CBD. Okay, what reason we can write here? Okay, here angle addition property. Okay, so here we have to write angle, because two angles are adding and making one angle. Okay, so here we use the property angle addition property. Okay, so here at the value of EAF we have given in the figure, that is X, and the value of FAB again we have given here X. So X plus X is equal to, and the value of ABC, that is Y, and the value of CBD is given in question given in the figure, that is Y. So Y plus Y. Okay, X plus X, it is 2X is equal to Y plus Y, it is 2Y. Okay, so now we can cancel 2 because it is in multiplication and left and right side of the equal. So here by the property of equality we can cancel these 2. So here we are getting X is equal to Y. Okay, so I am solving after this that X is equal to Y. Okay, we found that X is equal to Y, and now we can consider here X is the value of, is a measure of angle FAB. So at the place of X we can write here angle FAB. Okay, so at the place of X I am writing here, therefore angle FAB is equal to, and at the place of Y we can write here which whose measure is Y in the given figure, that is of angle ABC. Okay, so here we can write angle ABC. Now see, FAB is equal to ABC. We got this value. Okay, when we are looking into the figure, FAB is equal to ABC, means that when we are tracing these two angles. Okay, trace it. What shape we are getting here? Which shape we are getting here? Z. Z means alternate angle. Okay, and these two angles inscribed in that Z shape. Okay, so we can write here that by alternate angle test, ray AF is parallel to ray BC. Okay, so here we can write by alternate angle test. Okay, by alternate angle test, when FAB is equal to ABC, FAB is equal to ABC. So line AF or ray AF is parallel to line BC or ray BC. But we have given in the question to prove that line AF is parallel to line BC. So here we can write that line AF is parallel to line BC. Okay, by which test here? By alternate angle test. So here we have completed question 5. Let's start last question of the practice set 2.2, that is question 6. So in question number 6 we have given here a transversal EF of line AB and line CD intersect the line at point P and Q. Okay, so here EF is a transversal of line AB and line CD and intersect at point P and point Q. Okay, so after that here ray PR and ray QS. Okay, ray PR and ray QS, okay, bisects the angle here BPQ. Ray PR bisects angle BPQ and ray QS bisects angle PQC. Okay, it is same as question number 5. Okay, but little bit different from question number 5, and most of the case are same here. Okay, so we have to prove here line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, and here we have to prove this line, that is AB, and it is parallel to CD. And we have given one pair of parallel line, that is QS and PR. And also we have given QS and PR are angle bisector. So here we can write that question number 6 answer, that PR is bisector of BPQ. So here BPR is equal to RPQ because it is bisector. So here angle BPR is equal to angle RPQ is equal to, okay, suppose here these two are equal. Okay, we have given, so here we are considering that this is angle X and this is angle also X because these two angles are equal. And here in beneath of this we have given QS is a bisector of PQC. So here we are considering Y and this is also Y. Okay, so here BPR is equal to angle RPQ is equal to X. Okay, reason ray PR is bisecting angle BPQ. Okay, so ray PR bisects angle BPQ. Okay, so now second condition. In second condition, PQS is equal to SQC. So here angle PQS is equal to angle SQC. Okay, is equal to, what is the value of these two angles? That is Y. So reason here ray QS bisects which angle? It is bisecting here, that is angle PQC. Okay, so now here when we are looking what will be the value of BPQ. Okay, so here we have to write angle BPQ. What will be the value of BPQ? We have given here BPQ is divided into two equal parts, that is BPR and RPQ. Okay, so we can write here BPQ as angle BPR plus angle RPQ, because it is divided into two equal parts. Okay, so by which property we can write this statement? By angle addition property. Okay, so here we assume the value of BPR, that is how much it is x, and the value of RPQ, that is also x. So here x plus x, that is how much here? 2x. So here we got value of BPQ, that is 2x. Consider this as equation number 1. Okay, so now here we have to find the value of angle, measure of angle PQC. Okay, again it is divided into two equal parts, that is angle BQS and angle SQC. So similarly, okay, here we are not going to solve these steps. Okay, so here we can write here similarly, because we will get same answer here. Similarly we get, okay, so what we get here? Angle PQC, angle PQC. Okay, in the equation 1 we got 2x. Okay, because the value of each angle was x, here value of angle, each angle is y, so we can write that angle PQC is equal to 2y. Okay, so here 2y, considering equation 2. Okay, so now come to data which we have given in the question. We have given that here ray PR and ray QS are parallel to each other. So here ray PR is parallel to ray QS. Okay, so when we are considering these two parallel lines, so which line acting as transversal here? That is line PQ. Okay, and line PQ is transversal. Okay, is acting as transversal. Okay, when it is acting as transversal, now look into the figure which we have described here, that RPQ and PQS. Which figure we are getting here into the consideration which we considered? That is Z. Okay, so here we are getting Z. Z means alternate angle. Okay, so which two angles are inscribed in this Z? Okay, that is angle X and angle Y, means that RPQ and PQS. Okay, so here we can write, therefore angle PQS is equal to RPQ, is equal to angle RPQ. Okay, what is the reason here? By alternate angle theorem. By alternate angle theorem. Okay, so what is the value of PQS here? PQS, that is y. Okay, so here y is equal to, so what is the value of here? RPQ, that is x. Okay, so I am solving after that here. Okay, so here we got y is equal to x, that is x is equal to y. So now we are multiplying this equation by 2. Okay, so when we multiply this equation by 2, so here in left hand side we are getting 2y and in right hand side we are getting 2x. Reason here, multiply by 2. So here which value contains 2y? Okay, which measure of angle contains 2y? That is angle PQC. So at the place of 2y we can write here angle PQC, angle PQC, and at the place of 2x we can write here angle BPQ. So from where we got this value? From equation 1 and equation 2. So here we have to write from equation 1 and 2. Okay, so now we got that PQC is equal to BPQ. PQC is equal to BPQ. Now trace into the figure. BPQ is equal to PQC. When we are tracing this angle, so again we are getting here Z. Z means alternate angle. Okay, so by alternate angle test, we can write that line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, so by alternate angle test. Okay, by alternate angle test, okay, what we can write here, line AB is parallel to line CD, because in those two angles we inscribed alternate angles, that is BPQ and PQC, both the value are equal. Okay, so here line AB is parallel to line CD. Okay, it was same as question number 5, but something was different. Okay, so we have to check that. Here we have completed question 6, that is by this question we have completed the practice set 2.2, and also we have completed chapter number 2. So tomorrow there will be a test based on this practice set 2.2. okay, and after tomorrow there will be a test, again a test for whole chapter, that is chapter number 2. Okay, thank you.